welcome back. It's Friday night cocktail hour, Uncle Don's Friday night cocktail hour. And we're gonna make a special drink tonight. This is not your run-of-the-mill drink, the common bartender must know how to make drinks that we've had in the last several episodes. This is one that you probably are not gonna find online if you search around for it. So going back in time a little bit, December 2014, my wife and I were in Charleston, South Carolina, where she's from, and we were out at a restaurant called Cypress on 167 East Bay Street. Great restaurant, but then Charleston's full of great restaurants. We had a drink there called the Gotham Goose, and it just blew us away. It was a really, really neat drink. And I emailed the manager, and I was very fortunate, and the bartender gave me the recipe. Sadly, Cypress closed in May of 2017 after 16 years. But I'm going to make this drink for you today out of honor of Cypress and all the great restaurants in Charleston, South Carolina. So let's get going. All right, first of all, ingredients. Well, the name implies some sort of goose. Well, the goose we're talking about is vodka, and it's Grey Goose. Now, you all know that I like Svedka vodka the best because my son turned me on to it. But if we're going to truly pay homage to Cypress Restaurant and the Gotham Goose, we're going to use some Grey Goose vodka. Lillet Blanc, which is an ingredient in a lot of drinks, but most notably in a drink called the Vesper Martini, made famous by James Bond in Casino Royale. Little grapefruit juice, and then some simple syrup, and then later we'll top it all off with some Prosecco. So I got a couple of bottles here. You can use something simple like these little single-serving Prosecco bottles if you're in a pinch, or you could use a nice regular-sized bottle if you want to have something extra to drink later, which is what we're going to do today. All right, so simple syrup. If those of you who don't know how to make this, it's very simple. Equal parts sugar, equal parts water. So in other words, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, put it in a saucepan on the stove, dissolve all the sugar, and then just pour it in a nice decorative decanter. Thanks for my wife for doing that, my wife Kimberly. And then chill it, okay? And it's been chilling all day thanks to my lovely wife. And then now it's time to make this cocktail. So you know how this starts with my trusty cocktail shaker. So we're gonna fill this guy up with ice and get started. It's a great drink, particularly on a hot day, which it is kind of hot here in Virginia. All right, so how much vodka do you use? Well, you do a shot, which is 1.5 ounces. So I've got my handy little device here, a measuring device, and I'm gonna just measure 1.5 ounces, pour that in there. Good, cap back on that guy. And then you're gonna use a 1/2 shot of Lillet Blanc. And so that's about 0.75 ounces. So here we go. We're just gonna eyeball this and it will be delightful, I know. And you pour that in. Now, the next thing is it calls for a pour of grapefruit juice and a pour of simple syrup. Well, if you look it up, a pour is technically 1/4 ounce. So rather than having a fancy cap on top of my bottle and pouring like a master bartender, which I'm not, I'm simply just gonna mix. I'm gonna pour out a half an ounce of each, and we'll try not to make this too darn messy. So there we go. See, my chemistry degree has come in handy. I can make drinks with the best of them. So there was the grapefruit juice. Here's the simple syrup. We're gonna pour a 1/2 ounce into the measuring receptacle. There we go. Pour that in there. Okay. Now, you know what's next. This is a drink that you shake. So here we go. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Take it away, Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Oh, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Oh.
All right, we're back. So again, you want to shake it until it's cold, so cold that your fingers stick to the cocktail shaker, which is my measure for cold. Now, what do you serve this in? Well, today we have some champagne flutes, and I think this is the best way to serve this. This is the way we were served this at Cypress, so that's how we're going to do it. Now, basically, I've kept these in the freezer like I always keep some of my special glasses, and I'm going to fill up roughly about halfway up on both of them. Try to be nice and even on both sides. I'm going to ask my production staff, does that look nice and even on both sides? Okay, this one needs a little bit more. Okay, and then a little bit more. So there you go. And then, next thing, you could use this if you wanted, but I like to use the full size because we're going to probably drink on this over the weekend. And always remember, when you're opening up a bottle like this, don't point it at anybody. All right, if you do, it could go off and it could hurt you. So there we go. That's a great sound. And then on top of it, you just simply pour the Prosecco right on top of your drink. And oh, this is ever so good. All right. So I have two here. I don't know if I can talk my wife into coming into the scene and drinking one with me. So I'm going to introduce you to the love of my life, Kimberly. So come on in. Jump for the, there you go. All right. So here's to Cypress.
Cypress.
Here's to Fridays. And the
Charleston.
the Gotham Goose. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.